Everybody, I decided to do this video outside. I'm sorry, I'm trying to block the sun, and I'm also doing this so I don't talk like forever, so it should be a relatively short video, just getting you caught up on Meeka. So yesterday I got to the vet about 5:30. The vet saw me about 5:45, and at that time she wasn't exactly sure, or let's put it this way, they had ruled out congestive heart failure. They even cut me quite a significant deal. The echocardiogram I was not charged for, and I was quoted a lot for that. But because the cardiologist or the tech, whatever this doctor is, like I said, just happened to be there that day and just happened to be seeing another patient, and he couldn't absolutely diagnose her. I guess he felt really bad, or I don't know what the story is. I don't really care what the story is. The point is I didn't get charged for it. So I really thought I was going to bring her home. Not so much. I had to transport her at 6 o'clock on a Friday night in Bay Area traffic. 15 or so miles away. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're in the thick of Friday afternoon traffic, I was dreading every single second. I hadn't counted on that. Thankfully, I had everything pretty much done at the house, but, lights weren't on, TV was on. The girls, Kamiley had already had her pill, they hadn't had a snack, blah, blah, blah. But, so I got to the emergency place, I guess about 6:30, 6:40. They took her right from me, but they didn't see me until like 7:25. And I'm sorry, again, the light is all screwed up. I'm trying. And I was stressing. I was like, oh my God, the girls are freaking out. I know I'm not going to get home by 8, and sure enough, I'm jumping ahead. I got home at 8:45, exhausted. No dinner, no nothing in me. I was just like running on adrenaline. So again, the reason we were sent there was because my vet really believed it was congestive heart failure. The internist that I saw, and by the way, there was no cardiologist going to be there until Monday. But the internist that I spoke with last night was very, very nice, very brief, and we're just going to look at every option possible. We don't know what we're dealing with. So I left her and I came home, and I literally had wonton soup that my neighbor had brought me 5 hours prior. I shouldn't have eaten it because it really tore my stomach up today. I'm really in pain. But, so I spoke with the vet this morning, and they're concentrating now at that time, which was 9, her nasal cavity and her throat area. Her kidney values are off, but again, I've already stated this, that, she's 14. It's sort of normal for them to be a little bit off, but she's not in kidney. What do I want to say? I can't even think of the word. I want to say denial, and it's not denial. Her kidneys are not declining. They're okay. I'm so uncomfortable here. I shouldn't have done this. So the plan of today was to scope her nasal cavity and her throat to determine if there was a blockage, tumor, growth, whatever you want to call it. I just got a call about 4:30 now that they completed the test. There is something blocking her nasal passage. They were able to get a sample. Pathology report will not be in until Tuesday. So it was my option to pick her up tonight, which wasn't recommended anyway, but I don't feel good. I haven't felt good since about 10 this morning. Just a lot of pain. So I said, no, just keep her. I'll get her tomorrow. Let her have a good night's rest. I don't want to, bring her to crazy town. If she, and they put her on steroids. And she said the steroids will help her a lot. And it should work very quickly. But again, we don't know what we're dealing with. This is just, putting a Band-Aid on a really huge gaping wound. So that's the plan right now. I went out this morning, and I've already got her Fancy Feast. I've already got her Fancy Feast broths that she loves so much to make it easy on her to eat. Although I don't even know if I'm being brought home with a special diet. But now that we know we're not sort of dealing with the throat issue, I think she'd be okay, but I need to talk with them. I really, really wanted to get down there sometime today to visit with her, to drop off her food, her special little dish she likes to eat out of. But it was just too late. I think it was almost 5 o'clock when they called me. So I just opted to stay home and try to feel better. I wasn't like this yesterday. I was not like this. I had a salad, a Trader Joe's salad, super fast, in the parking lot of the vet's office before I knew I was going to leave her, like noon, and I literally just shoved it down my face just so I had some food. And I brought it with me in the cooler and everything. And then like I said, I think later on I had like a yogurt, maybe some snap peas, and then like I said, my neighbor brought me soup. I had a few bites of it, and I mean just the broth and the vegetables, and I was okay. I mean, I wasn't, it was still there. It was like the pain was like a 2-3. Today we're back up to like a 6-7, and it's a little graphic, but I mean, I've had stomach aches, and I went out on my way back from Smart and Final, and I got myself a Subway sandwich, which I totally was craving. And I got home, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. Oh, and this morning I had 2 eggs. 2 eggs and coffee. And a half of a super, super, super sweet, ripe banana, which I think I took a couple bites and I threw it out. But I mean, I thought my problems were over, and I ate half of the sandwich because I got a foot long. I always do that, and I have half for lunch and half for dinner. Because I mean, the good part about this time around is I'm hungry. Like, food does not make me nauseated. I'm not nauseated. I want food. I want food. Like, I'm watching the Food Network, and I'm like, oh my God, that barbecue looks so good, or oh my God, that cake looks so good. So, I mean, it's not a great sign. It's not a great thing to have, is hunger. But I was hungry, so I had the other half of the sandwich right now. And I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I don't know if my stomach is going to enjoy it. We'll see. So that's our somewhat mini update. Hey, I kept it under 10 minutes. Give me props for that. And I'll update you guys tomorrow. And I'm just saying this in case, because people do follow me on Facebook and people follow me on Instagram, and you probably have seen it. I did start a fundraiser, and no, I'm not putting the link down, and no, I'm not divulging what it is. Unless you find out for yourselves, you find out for yourselves. And I'm not asking people for money on here. I'm just saying, because last time it was pretty damn ugly when I asked for help, when I was told to do it, asked for the address, and it got pretty ugly, and I just deleted the video. So we're not doing that again, but it's very, very, very costly, and I'm still not done with my medical issues, Lexi's medical issues, Meeka's medical issues. Everything's in limbo. So I need help. Anyways, that's it. I'm going to go right now, and I will update as the news warrants. So please keep us in your prayers. I know you do, and I appreciate that. So bye for now.